I'm Ryan Seacrest, and welcome to American Idol. We have 12 contestants here for Group 1, waiting to find out who will stay and who will go. It was tough competition. Randy, what did you think? What's up, Pitchy? Cool. Alright, so, Paula, what did you think? Sparkles and sunshine and new jewelry. My God, you're a f***ing idiot. 2 words. Sold out arenas in all of the cities across the world. I speak really loud into the microphone. Alright, well, moving right along from all this awkward stuff, we're gonna have a group number. Those are awesome. I can tell you this is where the show gets awkward. See my jazz hands make me look like a retard. One thing is for sure, I'm bored. That was so totally cool. We'll have more from these contestants and we'll find out who will stay and who will go after the break. And we're back on American Idol, and we're going to find out who's going to stay and who will go. Well, we have 12 contestants up here, and we can only take 3. Girl with the pink hair, you're going to go through. Alright, sing us a song. Love the man the way that I love you. Oh, that was so sweet. That was so awesome. Okay, so, next guy who's going to be up. Oilfield worker. We're going to go through. Think us a song.
I don't wanna be anything anymore that I'm lately.
Oh, it was so sweet. It was the best thing ever. So, well, we only have 1 seat left. And who's it gonna be? Who's gonna join our other 2 contestants? Can I get Tatiana and Danny? Can you guys come and see me? Tatiana, what best describes your feelings for American Idol?
Precious!
Okay, and the next person going through is Danny.
Then here comes along, Lord knows.
Oh, group hugs for everybody. Oh yeah, we're gonna be best friends for life, ever and ever. Well, that's pretty much it for American Idol today. We'll see you guys next time. Tatiana, any last words? Glad she went home. So we have a great guest on today's show. Don Grierson is with us. And he was the former head of A&R at Capitol Records and at Epic, and he's dealt with a lot of really great musicians over the years, and has a lot of very interesting things to say about the music business and about American Idol and how that all kind of ties together. He has this new book out that should be on the shelves, I believe, in April or May, sometime later on in the spring. It's called It All Begins with Music. So if you're an aspiring band or you're an artist who wants to get ahead and needs some information on how to do that, Don Grierson is the guy to talk to. Anyway, I sat down with him a couple days ago, and he had a lot to say. Well, first I was just going to say thanks for coming on to the show. I really appreciate it. My pleasure. It's good to have you here. You started out in radio promotions, right? You worked your way...
Yeah, I mean, my first job was selling records in a record store, and kind of worked my way up. Primarily through the Capitol Records company system.
Okay.
And then later Sony, doing A&R.
So, now explain real quick, like the role of an A&R, person.
Well, basically, it's the role of an A&R person is to find talent that you truly believe have the potential to have success, and then go through the process of whatever it might take to get the music recorded and delivered into the company, like when you and I work together.
Sure. Some really impressive people, like the Beatles. I mean, you worked in promotions for them, right? You worked pretty closely with Tina Turner and Joe Cocker and
Hart and Celine Dion and Gloria Stefan and Cheap Trick. And
You signed a lot of those guys, or?
some of those I signed, and some of them I was the head of the department, so some of my people signed. Or when I went to Sony, for example, I signed Celine, but Gloria Stefan was there, the Jacksons were there.
Having all this experience, how is your point of view on American Idol? What's your take on it?
In truth, I think it's a very valid vehicle. It's an extension, and obviously an incredibly successful extension of the talent show, which has been going on since the beginning of time. A lot of it comes from very talented people. People like yourself, and then Jennifer Hudson, who goes on to win an Academy Award.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a vehicle for exposing real talent. They miss the uniquely talented people who don't do it by the book, by the system within that box. American Idol, it's very much by the box.
Yeah.
Singer, can you sing good songs? They get great songs from the greatest writers in the world, and you don't do your own material.
Right.
If you're a great guitar player, singer, you don't get to see that on the show.
Right.
You don't find the uniqueness. What you do is find very talented people who are of a certain type of music genre.
So now you recently have just done a book. What's the title of the book?
The book simply is called "It All Begins with the Music."
Okay.
I've always believed very strongly that no matter how unique the artist is, great the artist is, they've got to have songs.
Sure.
Whether they write them or whatever. So when you put the two together, you get great music. We interviewed around 85 people in all walks of life in our business. Some from older school, through people like yourself, to independent artists that are doing it on their own. Yeah. And for people who are not that well versed in how the business works and the process that you have to go through, I think when they read this and hear, not just from myself, but from people who have been, some of them very successful in their field of expertise, and others who are fighting the fight today. They learn to see how other people are doing it, how things can be done, some lessons learned, some things you shouldn't do because people say these are things that are not good.
I mean, is there any advice that you'd give to somebody now trying to should they come to an A&R person and say here's my CD, listen, or should
it would be great if you could do that. It's a different world on a creative level. It's a different world as a business. The traditional labels still do a lot of things the same way, but they're not anywhere near as effective. Labels sign a handful of acts, and you've got thousands of acts that are looking for deals, right? So they're not going to get a deal. Now, the difference is you can do it yourself.
Right. Well, thanks so much for being here today. Thanks for sharing your stories and giving such great information. And the book is called
It All Begins with the Music.
It All Begins with Music. And
it should be out in the spring.
So we'll look for it on the shelves in the springtime.
That's what they tell us.
All right, man. Well, thanks so much for being here.
Thanks, John.
All right. That's it for our show today. Thanks so much for sticking around and listening to us. We'll see you next time.